Okay, Pisces. How goes it? My name is B. Just in case if you're new around these parts, if you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. Y'all are like the last two of the individual signs that I have not gotten to yet. As I was like going through my content, I was noticing that I didn't do y'all and I didn't do Capricorn, and I just so deeply apologize about that. So I wanted to definitely go ahead and knock these out so I can go ahead and just kind of move on to the other contents that I wanted to do. So this is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. I'm gonna throw a lot of stuff up in the air. Just grab what sticks, and if it doesn't, like I said, if it doesn't apply, then let it fly. Nothing I say in this video is meant to confuse you. Everything I say is meant to give confirmation and clarity. At any given point, you feel confused or you feel triggered, or maybe you feel like you're coming up with more questions than clarity. Turn this off. Maybe this isn't the video for you. Maybe I'm not the reader for you, or maybe just this isn't the time to be getting these messages. So turn the shit off, try again tomorrow. The Seven of Pentacles did just fall out. I don't know exactly if I want to take it, but it fell out reversed as I was like pulling. So I'll take it. Seven of Pentacles is reversed though. So I mean, it makes me question, what investments are you investing in? What is your truth? Are you listening to your intuition? Pisces, you are here out on the spread. The Hangman just fell out. So again, you might be feeling like, are you feeling like you're stuck? Are you feeling like you're in limbo? The Empress just fell sideways. Is there some new beginning, some level of success and or victory or wealth you're trying to achieve? Give me one more. Pisces, y'all are just all out here on the spread today. The Moon card also just fell out. I'll take it last. So both of your cards are here. The deck is cut at the Princess of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Let's start with getting in tune with what you feel first. You can't really come up with no decisions or make no moves or none of that shit until you kind of sit with what it is that you're feeling. What do you feel, right? Especially because Pisces is your water sign. So it's so super important for you to really get in tune with what stuff makes you feel like. It doesn't really matter what the logical thing to do is, because if it doesn't feel good to you, if you don't feel connected to it, you're still going to have a problem. So are we not sitting with what we feel in order to get the clarity that we need, in order to know what to do, in order to look a little bit closer and to dig a little bit deeper on what answers you might be seeking right now? Now was the time to really sift through some of those emotions. Your emotions are also like information indicators. Your feelings let you know what's going on also. Like, you don't have to just think about it. When you feel upset, it's a clear indication that someone has done something that either has bothered you, disrespected you, crossed a boundary, or that simply just made you feel small and or you didn't like it. But if you aren't really in tune with what you're feeling, and if you're not really taking those couple of seconds to sit with what you're feeling, then how will you know how to navigate through anything? Because you don't know how you feel, and you're not paying attention to your information indicators to let you know what's really going on or what the situation is and how you feel you want to move about it internally. So that's for somebody. So anyway, we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. The Ace of Pentacles is actually back down at the bottom of the deck. When this fell out, the Ace of Pentacles was already down at the bottom of the deck. It's back down at the bottom of the deck, and I have been shuffling all up until this time. And here is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. We have the High Priestess here reversed. We have the Hanged Woman here upright. We have the Empress right next to it. The Nine of Wands. And then the Moon card reversed. Things should be being illuminated with this Moon card reversed. Expect for things to be illuminated to you. If you feel like things aren't being illuminated to you, again, I want to bet my money is because you're not really tapping into your emotions to pay attention to how you feel. Though I said, when you feel sad, it's to let you know that you are disappointed or maybe feel let down, or that something maybe hurt your feelings, right? Maybe someone was not being nice to you. When you feel angry and you feel upset or frustrated or irritated, maybe it's because you're feeling overwhelmed, overstimulated. Are you drained? Is it people around you that maybe keep bothering you? And what you're also not acknowledging with understanding that maybe I'm irritated and frustrated is that maybe you need some alone time, because you haven't articulated that, hey, I got a lot going on, or I feel overwhelmed or overstimulated, or maybe I'm just generally not in the mood. Maybe generally I just feel very melancholic and I want to be left alone today. But if you're not sitting with your feelings to know what you're feeling, to know how to process them, you won't know how to show up and to give them to others or give them to yourself? So is it that you need to tell people that, hey, I need some alone time? Or is it that you need to acknowledge within yourself, I need some alone time, and I'm not allowing myself to take the alone time that I know that I need? Is something hurting your feelings? Is something letting you down? Has someone let you down and you're not articulating that? So expect for things to be revealed. But it feels very deeply rooted, right, in your investments and the lack thereof. If you feel like if you feel like you lost in where to like plant your seeds, if you feel like you've planted some seeds and then you feel like you're watering them but they're not really growing, right? You're not really seeing progress with what you're trying to do. Maybe you're trying to invest and plant some seeds, some new beginnings, some new ideas, right? But maybe, things aren't really falling through the way that you like for them to. Again, High Priestess right next to that, Hangman right next to that. You're in limbo and feeling frustrated and irritated and annoyed with these investments, feeling like they're not going anywhere because you're not tapping into your divine, like, guidance and all of that shit to know where you're supposed to be going next. Right? I feel like that was a big lesson I had to learn too. Sometimes we just kind of get ourselves in shit. We don't really ask the divine team if we should be doing this, how we should be doing this, why we should be doing this. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you have to like really sit with yourself, right? The limbo card, the hanged woman, this ain't just about being in limbo. This ain't just about being stuck. Sometimes this is also sitting your ass still until you can see it from a different perspective. Sometimes you have to just see it from a different perspective. It's like hanging your head upside down on the bed, right? You see everything differently that way. How are you seeing things from a different perspective? How are you using your discernment? How are you doing things that are in connection with your truth? The High Priestess card is also about the truth, right? You have a couple of cards about the truth. The Moon card is here. You have the High Priestess here also. So you have two cards of the truth being revealed, things being illuminated. What is your truth? Maybe you're trying to invest in things that really don't align with you anyway, huh? That really ain't what you want to do anyway. You trying to spend money on going to goddamn nursing school, and that's not what you want to do. You want to go goddamn paint buildings and some shit. You want to write children's books or something, right? Like it's like, are you investing in what you want to do? Because that's also a big part of seeing it come into fruition. You're not necessarily stuck. Things aren't necessarily, not moving forward for you. It's just you expending a lot of energy into some shit that isn't what you want to do, or if it is what you really want to do, you haven't checked and asked with your divine team, is this even in alignment with me? Sometimes we be fighting for shit, trying to get indoors and places and spaces, and fighting to be people and to get around people that ain't even who the fuck you would think they are. You think so bad you want this job, and just for you to get it and say, I fucking hate it here. You think so bad you want these friends until you finally get them and you realize, wow, y'all don't talk about shit. Y'all don't have nothing going on. It's so boring in here. This what y'all do. This how y'all hang out. This how y'all make y'all money. But see, you want it so badly. You want the relationship so bad just to not know that, again, it wasn't even worth the investment. So this is a good time to really start asking yourself, Pisces, are you, the things you're trying to invest in, is it worth investing in? Is it worth the time, the effort, the money? These people you're dealing with, is it worth the time, the energy, the hassle? Not because other people told you it was. Not because you think this is what you're supposed to do. But is it really, truly worth it? When you think about what you really want. Like I said, Pisces, y'all problem is, again, you love the potential and the vision and the dream of the thing. But when you look around at the reality of it, is it in alignment with what you're wanting to dream of? Just saying. What is this? Anyway. A lot of you are blocking your own blessings. I kind of see that too with this Nine of Wands here. They kind of block some of your blessings. You kind of stand in your own way a little bit, again, because you're not really going for what you really want for real. What it seems like. Things that really could bring you success. Things that could really be a new beginning for you. For some of you, you might again feel stuck in making this new beginning happen. And I would challenge you to ask yourself if that's because, again, are you really like thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like, are you really thinking about it and making sure that this is in alignment with you? Are you really asking the proper questions? Are you really, you know what I'm saying? Consulting with your divine team to say, hey, this is like what I want to do and this is what I would like to do, you know? Sometimes, again, we make plans and God laughs. I like that quote. Because a lot of times what we think we going to do with ourselves is not at all what God has in alignment and has planned with what we are going to do with ourselves. Right? Let me see. Give me something for Pisces. Give me this hanged woman. Give me something for Pisces under this hanged woman. Give me something for Pisces under this hanged woman. The Strength card is here on top of it. So again, for those of you who are feeling stuck right now at this time, again, hold your head. Man holding a coin is here. So again, something will happen, especially if it's like financial, like I said, investments, right? You have a couple of coin cards, man holding a coin. You have 7 of Pentacles here, which is also coin energy. Cornucopia is down at the bottom of the deck. Pisces, I feel like you want a wealthy life. This Empress card here is kind of back in that. You want success, you want wealth, you want surplus, you want to have more than enough. You don't want to just, you know, survive. You want to thrive. You want to soar. Even. So even in feeling like things are in limbo, even in the moments of feeling like things are slow, and even in the moment of feeling like I'm not making no progress, even in the moment of stagnancy, you're being asked to tap into your strength. Why is the High Priestess card reversed? Because, look at you got... High Priestess card reverse, you got the third eye chakra here on top of that. Because you're not listening to your intuition and decision. You're being indecisive. You feel indecisive on whatever new beginning. If you feel like you in limbo, if you feel like you stuck, if you feel like you at a crossroads, if you feel like you don't know where to go from here next, it's because you're not consulting with your divine team about what to do and where to go here next. From one Jupiter ruled person to the next, it's going to be very important for you to learn how to do that. Because again, we make plans and God laughs. What you think you gonna happen for your life, the route you think you finna take, God say, oh, you thought I was taking you that way? Skirt, you turn, detour, reroute. But you have to learn how to, again, consult with the divine first to say, okay, what am I doing? Where do I go from here? What am I being taught? What is my lesson here in this moment? So that way you can make sure that you're going to the doors that are in alignment for you. And going toward the things that are in alignment for you, that can bring you the success and the surplus and the cornucopia that you want. You see she got bananas and pomegranates and shit in her hand. Doesn't it look real fruitful? Then the other card, the cornucopia, look real fruitful. But it's about what you do with that. It's about listening to your intuition. It's about listening to God. You know, I was doing something on TikTok the other day. We was talking about ancestors. Somebody in the comments said, yeah, because my mind be trying to tell me to get up and be active, and I be telling them to chill because I still got a lot of life to live. I said, oh, you don't be doing what your divine people, your deaf people be telling you to do? Shit, I'm scared of you. Because I done learned the hard way a couple of times from doing the opposite of what my divine team told me to do. And it's never led me well. So if they tell you to get up and get active, there's a reason for that. But see, if you're not listening to them and you're not in tune with them, you're not consulting with them first, all 3 of your eyes are not open, you're not listening to your intuition, you're not listening to your gut, you're not following what your inner truth is, you'll always feel like, well, things are stagnant, things aren't really moving. Why am I meeting so much resistance? Why do I feel like I'm stuck in one spot and I'm in limbo and things aren't really happening for me? Because it's probably not happening for you. Not because it can't happen, but because you're simply not listening. So now you feel like, oh, I'm just at a crossroads. Yeah, but your divine team told you what to do time and time again. Or should have and could have told you what to do before you got yourself this far. But see, you never did consulted with them and you ignore all of their motherfucking signs. So now you at crossroads and you feel like, I don't know where to go from here. I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't. Sacral chakra is here also. So again, be creative. Not only listen to your divine team, right? But this is a good time to be creative in how you problem solve. Storm, yeah, I was just gonna say storm warning was down at the bottom of the deck. I had already saw it. So it's kind of also making me feel like, again, you could be going through a storm. For those of you who are maybe going through a storm, you are going through some hardship. You do feel like, you know what I'm saying, when it rains, it pours. It's drama, it's issues, it's problems and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold your head. Lean into your strength, tap to your strength at this time because the storm will clear itself. But again, you're going through this to teach you something. There's a reason that you're going through this, and it's meant to teach you something. So not only listening to your divine team, using your intuition and following your gut, but this also makes me feel like make sure that you're being creative, like I said, and how you're getting out of this and how you're problem solving. For some of you, again, you got your own self in here. This is like your own sense of self blockages. Give me this Nine of Wands. What is this blockage? Yeah, you blocked your own path. You blocked your own blessings. Yeah, the temple path is here on top of that. So again, you are already kind of being taken on a path. You block yourself when you kind of forge your own detour. You know what I'm saying? You see how the temple path, there's like a circle here in the middle. There's little orbs and everything. And you see how she has her like the front of her blocked off. It's almost like meeting a dead end. It's like, yeah, if you feel like you keep meeting dead ends, it's because you keep taking your own path and forging your own path, and nobody told you to go that way. If I'm being honest, you know what I'm saying? Like if God said go down two lights and then take a right, why did you go down three and then take a left? Because you feel like, oh, I know I can get this way. I didn't tell you to go this way. Your divine team didn't tell you to go that way. You didn't even consult with your divine team about if you should take this way or not. You just kind of started doing what you wanted to do, and then now you keep meeting dead ends. That's for somebody. But it's like, regardless, though, you can get yourself out of this. Things are going to look up for you. Things are going to start, like, changing and shifting for you. You're not going to be in this forever. Victory will be yours. Just pay attention to, like I'm hearing, pay attention to the path that's illuminated before you. That's what I'm getting with this moon card right next to this temple path as I'm looking at it. Pay attention to the path carved out before you. Follow that. You know what I'm saying? This isn't the time to really kind of be trying to deter from what the divine is trying to tell you. So either they've been telling you and you've been completely egging them, or you haven't been consulting with them at all, leaving you to feel like, I don't know what's next. I don't know where to go. I don't know what's wrong in my life. Try consulting with your divine team. That's a start. Try consulting with your divine team. That's a start. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me one card too on this moon card. I kind of want to see, what we at, 17 minutes. I kind of want to see, yeah, door to value. Yeah, the sun card. Follow the path that is illuminated before you. That's it. Like the here go. If I'm gonna wrap up anything, that's what I'm wrapping up with. Door to value. The sun card is down at the bottom of the deck. If you want to see change, if you want to see some new opportunities, you want to start seeing some shit pick up, you want to get out of maybe feeling like you're in limbo, you need to start paying attention to the path that's forged before you. For some of you, again, where this is less about, because for some of you, this is less about, again, you not listening to the divine and like being hard-headed. This is more about, again, you haven't been consulting with them. It's as simple as that. You don't consult with them. You kind of go do what you want to do, and then Pisces kind of get themselves in shit, and it's just like, God, I need you to help me get out. But see, you can avoid being in some shit if you just already kind of talk to who you pray to before you even get this far. So, and I'm seeing a lot of money, a lot of success, a lot of victory, a lot of like cornucopia, surplus kind of things. You have, like, again, Seven of Pentacles is here. Ace of Pentacles is still down at the bottom of the deck. Man holding a coin. The Empress is here. Door to value is here. It literally got money falling up out of it. So again, if stability, wealth, money, generational stability, like if that's a thing for you, financial status, material possessions, material gains, if that's a thing for you, again, you need to kind of start consulting with people first. I don't know if you do stocks, because again, Seven of Pentacles to me can just be, you know what I'm saying, maybe you do stocks and you invested in some shit and then it's like, oh, that fell through. Yeah, I'm sure. Right? Maybe you trying to invest in a certain type of business, but then again, you're not sitting with what you feel. Does it feel right to you? It ain't even about what the rest of the world doing or what you think you should be doing. When you do the work, when you're doing the thing, when you invest in this, when you invest in the business, when you start this or start that or go here in order to kind of gain the material and the money and the finances that you want, does it feel good to you? Are you doing it because you feel like this is what you should be doing? Are you doing this because my mama, my daddy, my cousin, uncle, brother said that this is what I should be doing, as opposed to this is what Pisces feels like they need to be doing? This feels like Pisces' purpose. This feels like what I should be pouring into myself right now. That's gonna be how you do it. Empress here, Sun card here. So again, you have a new beginning pending, but it really just depends on, are you gonna take the red pill or the blue pill? You saw the indecision card. Is it left or is it right? Where you going, Pisces? It can't nobody really tell you or guide you aside from your own inner feelings and your divine team. Anybody outside of that, I say motherfuck them, because it ain't their business and it ain't their question to be answering anyway. So what does your gut say that you should do? What does your gut say that you should go? What does the divine say? Right? When you pay attention and you pray and you meditate and you go through your day and you receive them signs, what did the signs say that you should be doing? And do it. You do have new money coming. Bottom of the deck hand, I said shit. Ace of Pentacles. Four of Cups is right behind that. So again, making sure that you're not rejecting and or blocking. Okay, making sure that you're not ignoring. You see this cup at the top of her head. So sometimes it be given, you know, again, your divine team be showing you where to go. Make sure you snap out of that. Look up, look around. Get your head out of the sand. Get your head out of the grass. Get your head out of your ass, and actually look around to make sure you pay attention to the signs. Because this is kind of giving that Four of Cups is giving the signs be directly in your face anyway. You're just not seeing them. I this can't stop me because I cannot read, head ass. Like, you stop pretending like you can't read. Stop pretending like you're not seeing shit. And if you really not seeing shit, you need to start meditating and actually like praying that your divine team makes these signs more obvious, more apparent for you of what you should be doing. That's it. Anyway, yeah, thanks so much for tuning into my channel. I really appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. Leave some comments if this resonated. Thumbs up. It sends us into the algorithm. My name is B, just in case if you forgot from the beginning of this. And yeah, that's really all I got for y'all. Drop down below in the description box. Follow me on my other platforms. I am open for personal readings. You will have to book them via my other platforms. My website is down. Cool. Okay, so like I said, thanks again so much for tuning into my channel if you've gotten this far. Like, share, subscribe. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. And I'll see you over on the next video. Bye.